pegs as far as picks goes will go to Skana here, as Vladimir, the last pick overall here for Mega.
I like the layered CC that I...
Excuse me, actually looking mid, pops Predator onto G4. Envy gonna try and line up the stun. There's the first stand lining in. Follow-up stun there from Aurelia and the pull down. Plus Ignite. There's the Lantern out to safety. Now the hook gonna land. What a roam from the butt side there, and Envy is gonna get it. Shinny though flashes over for the next kill. That's Vlad down, but first blood did go over to Mega. Now Jun just trying to find the next follow-up kill here. Shinny in enemy territory, which is not where you want to be when you're marked by the Kindred.
Wiggle away!
We're going towards a creep wave, but I think inevitable demise is now on the menu for poor Skana. He's into the tower. I think Wolf got a nibble, and June here into the laning phase. So G4 going to move in just to, you know, help out, provide some assistance.
The issue is that he didn't account for the mid lane.
Got the mini crab at least. Rocky now going to get tagged. That flash straight into the stun. Impale going to land in from Shinny. And there's an onslaught of shadows, because why not? Shinny going to grab the kill as Crescendo will miss in the bot lane. Lloyd.
Their power windows are. You have Callista, who's really that mid-threat, 2-item power spike. You have the scaling potential.
Ability of Sonateric. When the late game rolls around, flash. Oh, what a pull from G4. But now going to get stunned. There's the Impale, and not going to get away from this one. June, oh, the left of Spider. Take it back. G4 going to live for a little while longer. Vanguard's at pop. Shinny going to go down into stasis. The TP in, onslaught of shadows. Pop gets the first kill, but they will trade as then be able to grab the next one. Tay taking turret hit for that hook. Did not land.
Someone else is always responding, always has the counter punch, and is always beating him in the end.
If there was ever the time to remind you of the rule of play-by-play is never announce death prematurely, that little exchange will tell you why. As Lloyd going to miss the dazzle, but a great on-point crescendo there from Mills. He's going to force Lloyd to burn the heal. Now Pop in there as G4 looking for his own solo kill, takes down Envy in the main lane, grabs the double offs and says thank you. Cooldowns, remember, did have to use both summoners, and as you mentioned already, that Infernal Drake is up in 30 seconds. Shinny though deciding to gank in the top side, Tay going to kick things off, launching onto Rocky. What a flash out of the onslaught of shadows, and Rocky still tags Shinny. Going to dive this time. That Impale should seal the deal, and that's Rise falling down.
And finally, Shinny's able to make it count on the map, but meanwhile, Mega are still uncontested in the bottom lane. Should be able to either crash this, get some chip damage, and can fall back to that Infernal if they choose.
Yeah, Mega starting to really pick up the pace of the game. You said it already, Sonateric is not something you want to leave marinating for too long. So that's an extra turret there.
Some cheeky backs, grab all of that extra gold that they had accumulated, and then come back for the Infernal, but stack it all on top.
Exactly, just why not have it all, Froscurrent, as there's the Infernal over. Tay did get the top lane outer turret, so with the Trinity Force now done, Hecarim is feeling fairly fine.
You know, you got the dazzle, you have the crescendo.
Oh no, Hecarim, you know, there's lots of things that can snag you.
I just feel like it feels real bad for Callista because she is so reliant on kind of staying ahead of the clock and looking for that 2-item power spike. We'll hold that
surprise! G4 baiting once again. Envy gonna go down, and Shinny a little too late to try and save it. Does grab the Impale though in onto June, but Lamb's Spite is there, gonna pop it now, and that may call off the rest of the play. Here's Redbird trying to line up a dazzle, but box dropped by Pop. And Mega get away with the one kill. Pouring resources in to try and take down this mid outer turret. Pop looks for the flay onto Shinny. Here's G4, gets impaled into the stun, and that's goodbye. No chance to pull. Great heads up play there from Shinny as the rest of the fight will continue. Good flash away from the crescendo, but Pop gonna get Fates called out from Tay, who is charging in with that ulti at the ready.
Just a little bit too greedy there from G4. He's tested his luck. He did not have the reaction time that time around, and now suddenly INTZ are charging up the mid lane.
Yeah, he had flash pull, and Zhonya thought he was safe, and he was mistaken. Outer turret in mid goes to INTZ as they equal the play as Tay was charging in, but with this Ocean Drake spawning now in 5 seconds, Mega have had the monopoly on that bit of real estate all game long, so going to look to continue. Onslaught of shadows. Pop low with the QSS. Now very vulnerable. There's the ulti from Envy. Pops into the Lamb's Spite. What an ult there from June. Now needs to get rip the Ren down, but a good ult there from Shinny. Make sure the carry goes down. And INTZ, they're finding the fight. Finally, they group together. And it's a 2-for-0. Monopoly is ended. And that Drake will go over to INTZ, a heartbreaking reset on the Drake. Continue from that point, but continuing to build strength. Also Trinity Force and the Wits End done. Great crescendo. Snare there finds 2, and Envy on a killing spree. Fate's Call going to pull one up, and Lloyd now just a double kill fed over to Mega as Rocky gets in the Realm Warp and out to safety. But again, INTZ resoundingly win the fight.
And the key thing is the fact that they lost their jungler. June is dead, so INTZ can now walk towards this Baron and say, you must actually fight us for it.
Some ways maybe lost the 2 biggest threats around the pit with Callista dead and of course June being down. I mean, Rise and Vlad can make a go of this. So we'll see if Pop, maybe it's going to peek his head in. G4 looking for that flank position, but Shinny again just trying to zone them away. Has the Impale. If he needs to try and lock somebody up, so now it's just up to Pop, but there's no chance for him to steal it with a Q. Is body block just in case he needs to join. Also level 16 on the Hecarim, but Takes that first outer turret with ease.
And I expect to turn this game on its head.
Nice, actually some Predator there from Shinny just to threaten with the ultimate. Gives them room to take down the tier 2 turret. Tay, of course, has kind of synced the waves up to take this one here in bot lane. So they went to 4 turrets and they'll go ahead in structures and move to 5. And it really just is one of those inhibitor turrets. Kind of the gold standard for Baron power plays, especially the first one.
Taking a lot of damage from those creeps.
They hurt. He's only got so many spells he can throw at them.
Here we go, 1-3-1 being set up.
Gonna take this top tier 2 again. Still the easy stuff here for INTZ. Maximize your gold gain off this Baron. Still a minute 10 left on it, so
on the map, maybe if something looks good for them, they spring forward and grab a pick, but it's just about the damage.
Looks like the last Baron wave. Dodo, good ult there. Will take down the Rise. That's good by Rocky as INTZ now have room to try and take down the turret. Shinny taking a few turret hits as Jun's down to the backline. G4 dives in, weren't able to take down Shinny, but again, dance back in. Envy just trying to pop off in the back of the team fight, and that's Callista dead. They can just have nowhere to go but their own fountain as INTZ diving straight under the turret, ignoring the structures, and they'll get it on the end as the cherry on top.
And that was the pick that looked good. It was the fact that Rocky stepped way too far forward. Shinny immediately clapped the trap right there, and suddenly they've mowed through all of Mega and don't look to be stopping.
No need to worry about the middle inhibitor there either. Going to go straight for the kill here. Nexus turret number 1 is going to go down. Stun's going to land in onto June, who will evaporate with the redemption flying down, and INTZ yet to pick up a win until right now, smashing Mega through this mid game. Gonna take down the Nexus.
You know, you knew it was coming, you let them have it, now it's on you. If this works, yes, golf clap for Vega Squadron. You guys did it, you proved that you were the better team, that you could outdo the competition.
I am surprised how subdued the game has been, but again, top lane seems to be where Vega want to focus their attention. Steel is here ready with his ulti, but it might be a little too late. Good ult there from Evie. TP enough from Detonation Focus, maybe into the Lamb's Spite, activated just early enough. Morgana with the ulti, I think, but after the Drowsy, there's the first one though for Aurelia. He's going to get the double kill and maybe make it all 3 as Vega find it in the 2v. Zoe was not there for that exchange, but Sarah certainly fell asleep at the helm. TP down now for Vega. No Man's going to try and make it his turn, just picked up Saras off the ground. And Dedafam going to have to move this bot lane out of there, have the ultis ready to go. Udapon going to be the first target, already burnt Crescendo. There's the ulti, good flash hook, they need to get it done, and they will grab it. Gadget here in Group B. They will move on to the knockout stage. Chain of Corruption, a little wide there from Gadget. Good double stun there again from Gang, as the follow-up comes in for the Crescendo. Gadget also under fire, but Asona just not enough health to take the rest of it. Gang will get the kill. So I guess the AD's trade is mid lane here for Ananasik ganking onto Saras, and that's an easy pickup for Vega.
Looks like Group A right now. Particular into this type of composition, because if this Zoe actually just has 100-0 kill pressure on someone and like
happen, finally I think the levy breaks a little, and they will take that top outer turret, and of course, where else would the gold go but some players fail?
Buckle up. Here we go.
All right, Evie's going to go in. Udapon again with Gang. Good Crescendo starting it onto Gadget. He's going to flash. Chain of Corruption might actually be enough to save him as Santa's going to silence everybody running back towards the turret. Will get dazzled. There's the ulti. They're going to dive in. Santa's already dead, but Gadget, he's going to be the target. He's got no flash. Everyone's invulnerable, and Udapon able to clean up that kill.
And that's how the kill that went off. I think if he had missed it, it would have been a different story.
You know, I think Sonotarik, in the eyes of a lot of players, like in 2 seconds,
oh, they're ready.
I think they're going to fight for it.
You think? I think they're going. They're walking in.
Oh, Gang again with a flash cleanse. Good from No Man's. Santa's though. The next one, Bubble on the ground. Not going to be picked up by Evie. Finding Lance as well, and there's the Blitzcrank going to get hooked, but they can dive. What a Crescendo finds 2 there from Udapon. The KL ulti down, and Detonation Focus Me. An easy team fight win.
You chose this, Vega Squadron. You saw it coming, you let it go through, and now this is the price that you pay. It's an Infernal Drake for DFM. Meanwhile, Boss, with that lead, is trying to make something happen over to the side of the map, but at this point, Vega, eject from the 5v5. You are all about these side lanes.
Yep, I think Boss has demonstrated the plan that Vega will likely be committing to, but Infernal Drake now, this one over to Detonation Focus Me. Evie goes back to collect the rest of these waves, and of course get that valuable experience. Oh, No Man's! That was a one-shot.
And now marching up the mid lane.
All right, so I mentioned Detonation Focus Me maybe starting to turn the corner. Hit a roadblock, unfortunately for them, and with this Baron, Vega Squadron going to launch in and take a significant chunk of this base.
I mean, it's the fact that Detonation Focus Me or turn the corner, but they still have to drive on the road. This composition for Vega, they've gone off-road.
What happens when we have a Hecarim, I suppose? Master of the highways. As an inhibitor in mid will fall as a result. Down the mid lane, Santa's looking for the hook, barely misses onto Evie. Detonation Focus Me might again try that team fight. There's the ulti out, Chenny Corruption, plus the Aurelia ulti just to kind of buy some time. Everybody bundled up. There's the Kindred ulti. Can't quite get Steel out of the pit, but again, Vega just pile in. Boss gonna try and find the resets, and Nanostick does grab Steel. But so many invulnerabilities, a good peel out there, does grab Gang, and now Evie gonna get chased down. Vega just have too much as Boss flashes forward, looking to try and take down Unipon. They only lose one, they lose two Ascentas, also will pay the price, but Vega still coming out ahead.
I mean, the gold lead speaks for itself. It's now a teleport down into the mid lane. They're looking to end.
So aggressive from Boss. TP just down the street to try and end the game as the rest of Vegas streams in. Unipon, there's no health to really play with. Seros trying to do what he can, but No Man's on a rampage, just obliterating people. And that's Nexus turret 1. They're going to try and clean up the rest of them as well. Trinity Force users need to hit them, and another sick. I don't think you can make this one happen. 10FM will respawn. Teleport does not give them the win yet.
And one of the interesting things about Vega's comp, as I see it play,
But likely looking to continue to hammer down these turrets. And with Baron up in a minute 55.
taking the free objectives, and Vega just looking like the better team. They gave the composition, they said, hey, we can beat it. They gambled right.
Yeah, I mean, Dead FM.
Throwing at fish in this barrel, as here comes the last stand, possibly.
They gotta go. Seros tries to find the ulti. Lancer Spike gonna try and reset the rest of this fight. Evie looking for it, but again, Vega, there's too much left to try and play with. No Man's unstoppable, just finding pick after pick after pick. And Vega gonna surge into the base and clean up all the kills they can. A double kill there for the jungler. Make it 3 as he grabs the triple off of Unipon. And it's only Seros left to defend, and open Nexus as Vega Squadron will fly undefeated towards the knockout stage.
For a player like Seros, it kind of fits in his wheelhouse, more of like that defensive. It doesn't necessarily have the best wave clear, although, oh no, a little bit personal, where people are just trying to flex on each other, you know,
Like
flying over the wall at level 1.
Straight in on.
And
There's
a
the flash in,
flash.
flash Q. Oh, Steel did not clear the wall with that flash. He's button ignited in first blood. Who's gonna get the prize? The lucky winner is no one. It's Tay.
He almost got, no, he didn't almost get it. I think it actually means more now that double tier Ezreal isn't a thing. I'll hold the thought though.
Oh, Sunlands in after the Q. Burn Skewer is good. Ignite down. Gang forced to flash away, but here comes Shinny. Now level 6, gonna gank up the bottom lane. Unipon gets away, but the target really is the Tom Kench. Shinny picks up himself up a well-deserved. We'll stay at least with the objectives right now. Gonna get that cloud for themselves, but another all-in attempt here from Tay. Heavy pop, the Hemo Plaguer walks out, but he's there in the top lane as the Cloud Drake goes over. It's just some time and item timings that have made it happen, or Shinny not being involved, but he's back involved here on the top side. Still looking for the ulti under front. Oh, does have to flash follow, but we'll get in there. Gonna try and get that kill. We'll grab it, but almost goes down to the Karthus ulti. Probably not long for this one, but Seros going to try and make it happen. Flashes over the wall. There's Evie over the wall as well. Redbird looking for the death from below. Finds it there in the fog. They manages to grab the assassination. Now Envy needs assistance. Redbird jumps in, looks for the stun, finds it onto Seros again. Looking to try and find the assassination, but Evie goes into Sanguine Pool. Now Unipon is rolling down. Shinny over the top as well. It's absolute chaos here in the jungle. As into stasis goes the Gragas, but Unipon finds the kill on Mills. He's just trying to find the snipes with the Skittles. TP in from INTZ. Throw it all in the kitchen sink into the top lane.
And they're trapped. Thankfully, the minion wave crashes in, so they're actually able to walk through the tower, but here comes Redbird.
Redbird again looking for more assassination. Q finds Gang.
Oh, wall of pain.
Oh, he channeled that ulti, but he sniped Envy. I thought they were going for sure. It's rather large. I guess it's a Titan technically. I don't know what's going on, but if you've seen the CGI video, he's huge. So I guess that makes sense. Easy one to hit. Not in range for the Bone Skewer, but did Arcane Shift regardless. There for the assist on the Cloud Drake. And that's
side of the map, and they're trying to leverage the fact that they have a head start there and their numbers advantage to trade objectives, but one of these objectives, they're going bottom.
Impression of wave clear. Terra's gonna find the ulti. There's 2 in from the Abyssal Voyage as well. Unipon wants more kills. That's a flash out of Tay. That hook barely not enough. But now through the turret has to go the Aurelia, and Unipon can blink over walls. So Tay's got a lot of running to do if he wants to try and get out of this one.
And will the INTZ squad do anything with this time?
Yeah, he's TPing out.
Oh,
Enough! Needed to eat, couldn't quite get it. Didn't deny, but Evie gets a kill on Mills, so they try and dive in. Steel uses that ulti very effectively.
Hold the thought though. Seros, maybe in some trouble.
Mills also getting sniped. Unipon finds kill number 3.
And we said that you shouldn't be able to break that there.
Wervel's also going to really thwart the attempt on Seros' life in bot side. Hook lands in onto Tay, who's going to dash out towards the minions, but Redbird and Shinny not so lucky. Unipon on a rampage gets kill number 4. Steel finishes off Tay, and Unipon make it a double. That's 5 straight.
And Unipon is actually just flexing.
By the looks of things, Shinny now just respawning despite the low death time as detonation focus me. Nice call. Know that they had more than enough time to take it. And that's a nice Baron.
Now that Crocus ultimate isn't going to mean anything for a very long time against Yutapon, and because he is kind of a 2-item power spike.
Ceres is actually working on moving the minions down to the tier 2 here in bot lane, although this time he'll be in a 1v3. Nice hook over the wall. There's Nocturne coming in and a TP. And the Booster Voyage. Everyone's going to arrive. Straight across the other side, Evie already forced low, forced to go into the Sanguine Pool, but Yutapon making kill number 6. A great stopwatch there from Evie and the Devour to make sure the top laner stays alive. And now Yutapon is keeps wanting to chase his other kills, but Pyke currently invis. They'll go for the turrets instead.
Oh my god, I cannot believe that Evie actually survived that right there. Beautifully played, picture perfect on how all the defensive cooldowns were used on top of him. He basically walked into 5 people. Something that should be noted is that... Oh, hold on.
We can note it now. I think Gang's okay. Oh, Nocturne's going in. I take it all back. Team Bat's going to break out here for Detonation Focus Me. Sarah's going to TP into the play. Goodbye, Mills. And here comes the ulti. Steal, will he lose his Guardian Angel? He gets devoured. He will not. And actually, Saris is still going in there. Wants to try and find some kills on Nautilus. Redbird, though, will stay alive. Flashes out to safety. But Sarah's still going, hooks to a wall, and mid-turret's also going to be forfeit once more.
I was going to say that Detonation Focus Me's composition might be a bit more reliant on Baron, but because of how far ahead they are, and because INTZ, frankly, are just taking really bad fights, everyone dies, and then Detonation Focus Me don't even need the Baron to walk up to the towers and push them over.
It feels like the wheels maybe have fallen off the wagon a little here. They were playing nice, aggressive League, kind of overstepped their bounds, gave Yutapon a few more kills, and it's been all dead FM from that point onwards. Flash is moving in. Sarah's going to get bone skewered back. Mid inhibitor also falls down. Maybe make it 2. Shinny going to try and make the play. Inhibitor going to fall. Vanguard's edge pop finds 2 as Saris is locked into as a stopwatch. So the chances for INTZ to even kill this man once running very short as Dragon number 4 goes over. Steel just casually still long. Detonation Focus Me just doing it the tutorial style. Going to try and take all these inhibs, and INTZ probably got one last fight to try and pick.
One last fight on this MSI stage. Where is it going to be? My eyes are on how this Gragas cast will hopefully split this fight, and then maybe they can burst someone down. You prefer it to be Yutapon, but with Tahm Kench and Stopwatch, maybe not the right target. Although, who else do you pick?
So many cannons. Redbird already down just from the poke. Yutapon, a legendary, gets another kill. Devour goes in as Shinny tries to find the pick off. Redemption down. Gang gets a kill for once. The Yutapon finally gets himself an assist, but Evie slays Mills. They'll dive in towards the fountain. Karthus will try and pick up a few more kills, and Steel still has that GA, by the way. And Detonation Focus Me make it classy to end off their tournament. Really nice win to finish it all off.
8. I really want to see them set up G4 for a lot of success on such a power pick like Kali.
Last pick here, though, is Vladimir. We've seen, but we'll see if it's effective here versus Boss.
Seems like they're going to go in right now.
Well, things are going to start off. The root already down. That's a quick Ignite flash forward, and this should be an easy kill here for June. It is in its first blood.
And that's what we expect from Mega on the mid lane. And you can see that, yeah, they were always going to get pushed into that bot lane. You're against a Sivir as well as the Galio, but I was curious how it would transition into the jungle, losing that much priority as...
4 going to go in as well. Oh, we found the flip. It auto attack follows the flash. No man. We are looking to have a pretty high impact. Boss, though, getting it done there on the top side here. Bottom lane, though, action already starting. Lloyd looks to be dead, will go down. Barely even needed this jungler. Behind him, so maybe can leap in here. Down a level right now. Kindred just going to go for it here, but no mid laner. Means that he can't really chase, and Jun's like, yeah, I think I can go for this here. Turn on the Conqueror. Actually, the Phase Rush, excuse me. It's now the Kindred that turned on that Keystone. But Jun, one more auto, and that's it. Oh, G4 couldn't come in time. And now with the ulti, he's going to get the first kill. Perfect execution, aptly named. Still has the second charge. Going to run away from No Man's, but actually doesn't have it left. Excuse me, must use it to gap close.
Accordingly.
Top lane again. Oh, good flash, but still gets clipped by the onslaught of Shadow's Fear. And again, June comes top and gets kill. It's just that easy.
Yeah, the onslaught of Shadows as well as tagging him with that red buff.
Stun lands for No Man's, but no way to follow that one under the turret. Especially without the Kindred ulti. Now going to get jumped on. Good ult reaction. Sage United also coming in. So now going to queue towards it. Knockback. He's still going to leave Santa in the middle there, but Galio comes up by the 2-man knockup. Flash into the taunt for the 2 as well. And now No Man's going to be the target. Santa's looks to go down as well. First kill goes over to June, who grabs another. Santa's burning down to the Ignite. Is barely going to live as he dashes out of there, but no real hope. Gets ignited again, and that will give it over to Rocky.
The fade away. I think they might find a dive here.
Here we go. Onslaught of Shadows out. G4 dives in, lands the Q. Boss not able to get out in time with the Realm Warp, and that last turret shot barely out of range. Nomad's trying to find the angle, but doesn't have a flash to follow.
I mean, it feels bad when it's the Akali that takes the tower aggro and yet still gets out of the play successfully.
There's the Drake over at least, but Jun going to channel the Rift-Tailed Rocky now onto Nomads, who tried to help up here in the top lane. Boss still dead for 5 more seconds with no TP. Rift Tower going to charge up, Gold will go over, and Jun's diving in, but Stanch United out. Vanguard Dead's going to follow. Shen delivered straight into the waiting arms.
Here comes G4.
But the rest of Mega and Rocky now dead. Nomads might make it a double here, as Jun going to finally take a death. Santa's into stasis. He'll be safe. G4, though, maybe not so lucky. Chase it through, gets the sword slow, but G4 really looking to pop things off here. Dancing back around and forth, still gets stunned. Nomad's able to find it, but G4 finds the kill again. 4-0-1 now.
Meanwhile, bottom.
Gadget finds a Hemo play and an Usyk right behind him. Flash onto Lloyd. That's the target. Lloyd flashes out as well. Galio with the ulti, but there's a Lamb's Respite to keep the fight going alive. Lloyd about to go back in there. Oh, but Pop can't find the Justice Punch. And an Usyk, though, will die to Lloyd as Gadget will find the dive and maybe secure the kill. Yes, he is able to grab it as Gadget forced a turn tail from the TP in from Rocky. He was speeding up and looking to charge him down. Flash ready here for the Vladimir. He flashes back over. He wants to kill Pop. That's probably a one-way ticket there, mate. No, Gadget just running out of the way. Rocky, surely you'll ease back up soon. He's going to chase under the turret.
Everything kind of fell apart on the map. For me, it's still the fact that G4 is so powerful. Now has the completed Gunblade, and they're looking at...
Cute flash there. G4 in. That's an easy kill.
At this point, it feels like Noman's really just sacrifices for Santos, does a little bit of dancing, and it's G4 who wins, and now Rocky who wins.
Yep. Rocky always wins. Haven't you seen the films? Going to take the turret here in top as well. Don't have time to play the whole replay. Turns out there's too many kills happening in this game. 16 with 15 minutes of play, Frostgurn. That's my kind of pace.
The chains are off. Everyone's just here to play now.
Silveralty pop to retreat. Vanguard Z is good. And an Usyk going to dive back in. Lloyd likely the target. Nomad's not that much health to play with, but enough to make that work.
Feels a lot better, and they're now continuing for the dive. Here comes Santos.
Santos in. Pop.
Oh!
Gonna stop it off.
Okay, Nomads. Here's your 2v1 scenario.
All right, you want to make a montage? It starts here. G4 into the Shroud, popping down, flips back over. Beautifully played. There's a Lance Respite, finds the stun, but now G4, can he find the execute after this all? How many is he going to get? He grabs one, and an Usyk down for the count as well. There's the double kill over to G4. Galio all procs, Gadget and Santos forced to turn tail, but Jun might find the gap close here, has the E lined up, needs to get in range. Tower in mid falls over to Lloyd. And Gadget into pull out safely, but Vega still lose two.
And unfortunate for Nomads, just wasn't his montage he was in. It's G4 again picking up more kills, now looking to go legendary on this Akali. He's 7-0-1. And in the meantime, it's 2 towers and a dragon for Mega.
Right now he's in G4's video, and that highlight reel is stacking up nicely. Mega overtaking in the gold. Now a substantial lead as another Drake will go over to them as well.
And this just has to feel so good to finally get, you know, some sort of
turret. That's their 4th turret gone now as the outer ring is now officially felled. And G4 also both here.
This
G4 looking for his 1v2 highlight. Once again, the stun does connect there. Over the wall he goes. Very well played. And 1,000 shutdown gold gifted over to Aurelia.
And G4 was so long. And at this kind of level of play where you have so many players who are just kind of skill checking each other on mechanics.
Converting advantage into more advantage into win is usually the way you want to go. Not converting advantage into just farming things out, as this is not a bad pick. Boss, too far in the top side, gets picked off by Pop & Co.
And you can see why he was confident stepping forward. That was the one bush that wasn't warded. Vega have done a really good job kind of like regaining control over this quadrant, but Mega, just a lot of patience right there. They want to play this one very much by the book. It's now bottom lane. I think he's going to walk it off.
Yeah, Noman's just gets out of there. No one's committed any cooldowns just yet. And both these champions are pretty durable, able to heal back and forth. Noman's, though, I think now knows that something is up. Is going to dive in, though, potentially here. Looks for the stun, does not connect it, and Lloyd is down here running into it all. Stanch United getting used, but again, now a 2v2 going to start. Rocky, though, going to be the first kill, potentially. Redemption down, Nomads finds the snipe. It will be a trade as Lloyd gets the next one, and now G4 looking to pick up Santos. No hope at all for the Shen.
Another kill.
Not saying we're there yet, but...
Oh, we're just going to TP and fight them right now.
Boss is out of there. Or is he? Gets stunned immediately by G4's ulti.
Might contest for this.
Right try it here. Taunt actually lands on the pop, but he's got a taunt of his own. Finds 3. G4 round the back. Lands with spike. Pop it. Vegas Squadron may just be denying the inevitable. Galio comes through. Gadget gets a kill. Sanders getting chest down by Lloyd. Will fall, but Vegas still actually fighting this one out. Jun did revive. And Nusik getting coverage on the Drake here, like his top laner, but Rocky did not like the first part of that event. Santa's though, very easy target. Pops down the Spirit's Refuge. Default though, just going to find another assassination target, but here comes Nomads and Gadget. Vanguard's edge out. Hemoplague already popped, TP in as well. Vega going to try and clean it up here. Jun dead. Jungler being down always. He sees the jungler, and that's going to be Baron over Mega. They finally found the window they needed. And after 10 minutes, they take the Baron.
Rises with the righteous glory second.
I know the front half of the games were long, but it felt like since that game 4 happened and Vegas steamrolled in 22 minutes that everyone was like, all right, this is what it's about. Let's pick up the pace. But takes matters into his own hands. Starts hitting the Baron.
I like his confidence.
I do too. Going out very quickly as well. They finally get some vision, but G4 might just try and stop the smite from coming in. Ananastic goes down, puts a lamp to a spite in. But I think he might die before he can try and get the steal. Baron looking to go over. It is Jun that finds the smite. Another team fight looking to break out here as Galio goes back in. 3-man knock with a good pull from Gadget. Might actually be enough here. Boss trying to fire in where he can. Everyone's in the pit. It's an absolutely massive scramble, and G4 finds a massive ulti as Mega finally find the ace.
And that should be the game. The death timers are massive. They've got the Baron behind him. They can mow through it. It was a split fight, and by the time that Vega actually got into the pit, the team fight was already over. The gold lead speaks for itself. They have the Baron, they have the power, and they will finally have the game.
Vega, they knew they had to try something, but Santa's in the player camp, hands on head at the end of it all. Mega made them work for it. They will not go undefeated as Mega can take a bow as they finish off their MSI with a win.